This is example 5 from lesson 1.3. Your grandmother needs your help. She has $50,000 to invest. Now, part of this money is to be invested in non-insured bonds paying 15% annual interest. The rest of the money is to be invested in a government-insured certificate of deposit, also called a CD, paying 7% annual interest. She told you that she requires $6,000 per year in extra income from the combination of these investments. How much money should be placed in each investment? So let's start by letting X represent the amount of money that's placed in the 15% bond. The bond that pays 15% annual interest. And if she has $50,000 to invest, that means that $50,000 minus X will end up being the amount of money that's placed in the certificate of deposit, the CD, that pays 7% annual interest. So however much is in the 15% bond, if you think about it, let's say $1,000 are in the 15% bond, then the $49,000 that was left would go in the 7%. In the 7% one. So that's how we're going to think about this. So we don't want to use two separate variables. We want to keep it the same variable X so that we can set this up as an equation and ultimately solve for X. Okay, so if X is the amount of money that pays 15% annual interest, let's say we're going to write an equation here that's going to it's going to determine the amount of interest that we're getting paid. So 15% times the amount of money in the 15% account, we'll call that 0.15x, plus earning 7% interest on the amount of money in the 7% account. So that amount of money would be 50,000 minus x. So we're going to use parentheses to put that in. And we want to know for what x value will make it so that the annual interest earned is $6,000. All right, so we've got our equation set up, which again is sometimes the hardest part. We'll go ahead and continue our steps of solving. So let's distribute. So this is going to be 3,500 minus 0.07x. And if we keep going from there, let's think about subtracting 3,500 from both sides. That's going to give us 2,500 on the right. And then if we combine like terms over here, 0.15 minus 0.07 is going to be 0.08. We'll go ahead and divide both sides by 0.08, and that's going to give us x equals $31,250. $31,250. So this is the amount that needs to be in the 15% bond. Now we know that the amount in the 7% account is going to be $50,000 minus x. So let's do 50,000 minus 31,250. And that equals 18,750. So this is the amount in the 7% account. So these two amounts add up to $50,000, which was one of our requirements. And the way that it works out with the interest that each account pays per year, it'll work out to earn $6,000 in interest per year.